Hey there, YouTube. It's a windy day in Chicago, and Petey is worked up quite a thirst, and I'm in need of nourishment. So welcome to this is a new one, Snack Time with Petey. Petey's snack today. We've got salt and vinegar potato Clancy's. This is treats, treasures of the rich and famous Clancy's, only the finest, super expensive brand Clancy's. And we have, that's salt and vinegar Clancy's. We have Burgkopf, grapefruit beer, Belgian style ale with grapefruit flavor. So being served, this is how I roll. I got these aluminum bendy straw with a pen holder. This is a silicone block, triangular shaped silicone block with a hole drilled in it. And you do need to put a little electrical tape, maybe. The diameter of that hole is really large compared to the straw. And the reason I do that is to eliminate this kind of I'm weird about repetitive noise syndrome. I don't like hearing shit. Just gets on my nerves a lot. Like, I like it quiet, you know? Those wind chimes are driving me fucking insane. So, shall we? Let's, this is a Euro style tab. This tab, I hope there's instructions. Let me get my flashlight here. Open. Okay, so you pull this latch up, then there's a safety seal, there's a little belt. So you pull that and break that belt, and then this slides back. This slides back and splashes malt lager all over your glasses and up your nose. So then it releases this there's a little spout there. Perfect for pouring. Man, this is stinky. It's an ale. This is probably like a white ale. So the color that's coming out, it's pale. I'm guessing this is somewhere around 6% alcohol, as it's called an ale. It's not a beer. And then you can reseal this. 5.5. It's a pint. Burgkopf. Kaunas, Lithuania, imported by Blue Spring. Burgkopf grapefruit beer, Belgian style ale with grapefruit. So yeah, that's the. Wow, I'm having a hard time getting this Burgkopf beer. And hey, darling, yeah. Would you put this back in the? I got beer all over my glasses and my face. Just gonna. I thank you guys for your patience here today. This isn't. Excuse me?
The towel to your left.
I've got really stinky. If you ever did can recycling, like my mom had us do this after my dad died, we would drive around in the summer and go to these locations where people would party, and we would pick up their beer cans. And the smell of the 2-day or day-old hot beer smell, that's exactly what this smells like. It smells like that garbage can in Willow Springs. So here we have it's delicious. We have the salt and vinegar. I've never had Clancy's salt and vinegar chips before. I have had salt and vinegar chips before. Hey, what's with that rumor that if you eat the green potato chip, you'll die? Have you ever heard that? Here lies Pedro Tufingero. He ate the green chip. So here we go. It's good. If you've never had this type of chip, it's sour. If you're a chip connoisseur, and you like, you're not into flavored chips so much, this would be one I would recommend. Like the barbecue or the cheese chips. That's, I don't know, there's something about that where it's a little bit much. This is more of just an enhanced chip. I'm feeling like an instant heartburn. And I'm going to say that you would not want to eat these alone. This is something you want to pair with a sweet drink. So should we try our Burgkopf grapefruit beer? Grapefruit ale. It's got a cloudy... I've got a filter. I've got a teal and orange filter on this camera right now. But this is... it's kind of like almost natural looking. Oh, that is good. That is really good. I've had grapefruit beer before. This is really good. If you like grapefruit, and I love it. Man, it's that good. Burgkopf. Grapefruit beer. Now this, what I will say about this, there's no head. This, it's it's carbonated, and it's got that smell. Like, you can smell the beer smell. The grapefruit flavoring is strong, and it's very well balanced, but it does not, this doesn't seem like a beer that I'm drinking. It seems like a alcoholic grapefruit drink. Mind you, this is 5.5% alcohol, or a normal beer. A normal beer is 3.25, I think. I mean, they're different. There's a lot of stronger beers on the market. Once you get past 5, I think what, like a beer can't be 6. A beer can be 5.5. And what they how they consider all this, it goes back to Europe and tradition, and they had stuff called session beer, which meant you could get off of work at 5 o'clock, you could go to the bar and drink this shit all night, and you'd be okay to go to work the next day. You wouldn't be hungover and all shitty. But when you got into ale territory at 6%, when you go higher than that, you're going to run a risk of having a hangover and not being able to make it into work. It's going to affect your performance. Let's say you just deal with it and you come in, but then you're going to be in a foul mood and your productivity is going to suffer. So they figured all that out a long time ago with how to do it, like having a public drinking house, and the kind of rules that are associated with that, about how you're not supposed to overserve a guy, and if the guy does get a little bit overserved, you need to make sure that he makes it home safely, meaning you take his keys away or call a cab or do something. So that's all been figured out, and one of the things that they figured was this session beer. And you can't call something that's strong over 5.5 a beer. You just can't call it beer, because otherwise people go, oh, I was just drinking beer. Well, were you? You were drinking something that's 7% alcohol. You're going to get schnockered. You're going to get silly. You're going to get goofy, and then you're going to be sick the next day. So session beer, you're pushing it when you get to 5.5. You really are. You really are. And anybody who drinks beer, meaning you're not paying attention to what society or the Surgeon General has to say about alcoholism, you drink beer. You buy a 12-pack on your way home from work, and the next day you buy another 12-pack. That's just, and there's a lot of people out there who live this lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with it. There really isn't, as long as you're healthy and you're not getting a hangover. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people need a release. They need something. And I'll just say that when you get up around past 5.5, you're talking about just getting drunk. It's not so much of a social thing where you're drinking one an hour. People who drink this type of stuff are drinking it for the alcohol, the feeling of the alcohol. And I've got to tell you, you've got to watch it. You can't drink this stuff fast. If you go to a party where everybody's drinking fast, and you're playing drinking games or something like that, you're much better off getting a beer that's 3.25. Because even that little bit of increase, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. And that just, it's not good. Alcohol is best served in moderation. And even if you're drinking for medicinal purpose for the effect of the alcohol, that's a law that you cannot escape. Alcohol is served best. It's in benefit to the consumer to moderate. And I got to tell you, this is dangerous, because this stuff, it goes down so smooth. There isn't a real lot of head. It's like you can just guzzle and chug this stuff down, and it's got a fruit flavor. So this is dangerous alcohol. You want to have one of these, You know, like me, I drank half of it, and then I'm not drinking anymore, and that's because of I can feel the alcohol, and I don't necessarily like that. You know, drinking fast feeling. It's for the birds. You want to try this? What's good, Compty's opinion? She'll go, "Ugh, tastes like beer to me."
I was going to say, that's what I always say.
That's what you always do.
Oh my. It does taste like, I guess, grapefruit or whatever.
Yeah, strong grapefruit taste.
Yeah, it tastes more like that than beer.
Did you smell it?
No, but I don't like grapefruit.
It smells terrible, doesn't it?
But it actually, I would say it almost tastes better than real grapefruit juice. Because that tastes like puke.
Yeah, well, this is grapefruit flavor. And it's sweet. This is
But I
sweet.
don't like the aftertaste.
So yeah, thank you for joining me for Petey's Snak-time. We picked these chips up today. They had a bacon and cheese. I wish I would have got them. They were 20 more cents for the bacon and cheese, and I'm sure you get less too. That's how it is at Aldi's. Anyway, thank you for joining me for Snak-time. Take care of yourselves. Be careful with your alcohol consumption. You know, but you already know all that, right? We're adults here. We know all that. Cheers. That's good.